Hey, 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 Meg Berry here with your weekly update on the radio action for colored balloons. In sum, this is what 5,846 spins in 1 week on radio looks like. It was a typical post-breakthrough week in Radio Land for colored balloons. Spins went up 187 plays last week, like I said, to a total of 5,846. That's only 154 spins away from the goal of 6,000 spins per week that I half-jokingly set a while back. Amazing. It really is a great reminder to mean it when you set a goal because, be sure you are actually wanting what you wish for, which this is a happy, happy result. So now my goal is 10,000 spins a week because why not, right? So while spins were up for colored balloons, colored balloons inched up or it held steady. Even though the spins went up, it even slid back a little. And that is part of what made it a very typical post-breakthrough week in radio. I've noticed that's a pattern. So to start us off, one of the highlights, colored balloons moved up 2 spots to lucky number 7 on the AC Top 100 for New Music Weekly, which again is like a modern day Gavin report. It went up 4.7%, an increase in its spins. That equaled 553 plays on that format, on that one chart last week, which is just incredible. And it moved up on Top 40 for New Music Weekly from 27 to 25. And to go 2 spots, just like colored balloons went up 2 spots on AC, at 4.7%, it took almost twice as much an increase in the percentage of spins to move it 2.2 spots. So it went up 8.2% in its number of spins on Top 40 for New Music Weekly. It blows my mind. I think these radio chart things are just so, so fascinating. And you can see if you add the the top 40 format together with the AC slash hot format. You add those spins together. There is a compilation chart called the Hot 100. Everybody knows the Hot 100. And so colored balloons moved up to sweet 16 on the Hot 100, which is just mind-blowing to me, especially when you take a look at some of those other artists on the Hot 100, in the top 20 of the Hot 100. It's like, wow. And then colored balloons stayed steady on a number of charts where it's held its spot for quite some time. Number 4 in the Western US on AC Hot. And that's not just indie artists. That's, Taylor Swift is number 1 on that chart with Olivia Rodrigo, and Coldplay down at number 10. So how humbling is that, right? To be number 4 and have The Weeknd be number 5. On the indie charts for AC Hot, it's still at number 3, which is just incredible. I mean, it's been at number 3 for like a month or so. So what an honor. And for the top 40 indie charts, it's at number 10 again, which it has been for quite some time. And even though it went up 79 spins on the NRH Top 40, it actually slid down from number 9 to number 10. So again, it's just mind-blowing to see that your spins can go up significantly, and that can mean that you get to hold your spot, or it means that you even backslide just a little. But you have to have some perspective about it all, because it's an honor to be in the company of giants like Taylor Swift, The Weeknd, Coldplay, Billie Eilish, Bruno Mars. And the truth is that when you're in so many different formats, on so many different charts, on any given chart, like I just showed you in the Western US, Colored Balloons was at number 4, Coldplay was at number 10. And it's just like, whoa. So artists can be on top in one chart and far below on another chart. Everybody's slipping and sliding around. And it's truly a dream come true. You've got Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, the Jonas Brothers, Maroon 5, Megan Thee Stallion. Colored Balloons ended up being the second most requested song for Top 40 this time. Last week it was the most requested song for AC. This week it's Top 40 in the NRH charting world. And, it's another one of those things where it's like, whoa, if you add Demi Lovato and Ariana Grande and Glass Animals up, that equals the same percentage of votes that Colored Balloons got. How mind-blowing is that? It was the 10th most added song for Top 40. And again, that's just incredible to think that stations are still adding the song, but they are. And I'm so grateful. So I am enjoying the ride and, just in awe of so many of the other artists like Olivia Rodrigo, Demi Lovato, Travis Scott, BTS, Cardi B. Many of you have noticed that I've been do-si-doing with Cardi B, with Lil Nas X, with Blake Shelton. So I'm just so grateful to be here now, whether it means holding my spot or sliding back a little or springboarding forward a lot. I remember Colored Balloons was at number 40, number 41 on Country Digital. And then the next week, it slid back to 49. And I thought, okay, that's it. That was the apex. Colored Balloons isn't going any higher on country radio. It climaxed at 41, and now they're just done with the song. Well, the next week it came back to 47. The week after that, it came back to 42. And then the week after that, it springboarded forward to a whopping 37. And I think I burst into tears. And then it backslid to 39, and then to 41 again, and then back to 37, and then up to 35. And now here we are, a couple months later at 29. And so I've just learned that this do-si-do, this cha-cha of change is very, very normal. And in the meantime, I'm giggling like a schoolgirl to see myself and my song, which I recorded at home and mixed on GarageBand. My husband, Brian Gottesman, and I, he plays piano, and he engineered it, and I produced it. To see us, dancing on these charts with Pink. He's a huge fan of Pink. Keith Urban, Blake Shelton, Jason Aldean, the Florida Georgia Line. It's just mind-blowing. So I'm going to flip through the charts, and feel free to pause if you want to get a closer look at something. But here we have number 7 on the New Music Weekly AC 100. Wow, wow, wow. Holding steady at number 3 on the New Music Weekly AC Indie Top 30. Such an honor. Holding steady at number 4 in the Western US. Thank you so much. Such an honor. And number 25 in the New Music Weekly Top 40. Such an honor to be right up there with some incredible artists. Holding steady at number 10 on the Top 40. Indie Top 30 for New Music Weekly. Number 29. So Colored Balloons slid back 2 spots, but I'm not worried about it on the Country Digital Top 100. And number 16, when you add again AC with Top 40, you get the Hot 100. So Colored Balloons moved up to number 16 on the Hot 100. Such an honor. Number 10 on the Top 40, NRH Top 40. But again, look at that increase in spins. And the 10th most added song. Hooray. Thank you for those ads. Thank you, radio stations who are still adding Colored Balloons. Thank you, fans, for making Colored Balloons the 2nd most requested song on the NRH Top 40. It's always such an honor to get any requests, let alone that many. Number 41, so yeah, slid back a little from 40 to 41, but again, look at that increase in spins. It's an increase in almost 30 spins, even though it meant sliding back 1 spot to 41 on the NRH AC. So for more information, go to megberry.com, and I can't wait to see what happens next week.